Hello everybody, today I have the review of the Apple Time Capsule, by Apple of course. So let's go ahead and get straight on into this. In the very nicely designed box, I might add, you get the Apple Time Capsule itself. You get the CD with airport utility that works with PC and Mac. It also comes with a power cord. It does not have a power brick, but it does have a two-pronged power cord on the other side that goes into the time capsule. And it's got the manuals, of course, inside as well. This thing has a very nice design to it. It's got a clean and untouched design with only a few blemishes on the outside, which include the ports on the back and the light on the front, and the fact that it has a little indent on the very top. I'm not exactly sure why that's there, but it's there. It's got a partial gloss with an all-white design, and the Apple symbol on top is gray and reflective, which makes it look very good. Now, one of the main features with this time capsule is that it also has a built-in Wi-Fi router, which was included in the Airport Extreme, but they decided to revamp it and go ahead and put in a 1TB or 2TB hard drive, whichever you choose. And considering that this thing is named the Time Capsule, it works with the Time Capsule software on Mac, so if you want to go ahead and do that, you can. I've tried it before, and it takes a little bit to do the initial backup. It backs up everything on your hard drive. Anything you have on there, it does it. So it takes a little bit the first time. It wouldn't even do it in one session. For the first time I did it, it took about 5 times just to get the whole thing to work. But other than that, it works pretty well. It has 2.4 and 5 GHz dual band support. So what that means is the 2.4 GHz is the main Wi-Fi band that most people use, but 5 GHz is faster, but it will give you less distance. So if your computer is really close, go ahead and use 5 GHz, and all Macs are enabled for it, I'm pretty sure, but just check to make sure. You can have up to 50 people connected to this, and that is a lot of people for one router to be able to handle. So what you're going to need is what they call a guest network, and you can enable this. And what this will allow you to do is set a different password for a separate network, and this network will not allow guests to be able to connect to your hard drive that is built into it. So in case you're a little worried that somebody might steal your stuff while they're at your party or whatever, it'll be very, very safe, because this thing also has WPA and WBA2 security built in. And all that means is it's got a lot of coding built into it that even some of the best hackers can't code yet. One of the nice things about this is it has a USB port on the back. Now, it doesn't look like much, but this thing can do two things. You can either connect a printer to it, which will allow you to print wirelessly, not from any mobile device. I've tried it, it does not work. But you can print it from any Mac. And you can also connect another hard drive if you need more space. So let's say you didn't want to get the 2TB model at first, but you need it now. You can go ahead and buy a cheaper hard drive and then just connect it to the back, and it will allow you to go ahead and put all your information right on that disk. You can also use this with any mobile device. My iPod Touch works very well with it. Usually no problems, maybe a few glitches there, but whatever. It doesn't really do that much. You can use the Apple Express base station as a repeater for the Apple Time Capsule. What a repeater is it will take the signal from the original router, this case being the Apple Time Capsule, and you can expand the signal down to another room, let's say. So my signal doesn't reach all the way downstairs because it's on the far corner of the house right now, but if I use the Apple Express base station, I can expand that signal probably to the other side of the house if I really needed to. So as far as ports go, on the back you have the power cord, the USB port, 4 internet slots to connect to the internet, and you have a Kensington lock slot, and that is it. On the front of the device, all you have is the indicator light. Now this kind of annoys me because it doesn't show when the router is being used or the data is being used from the router, but it makes it very clean. As I said in the design factor of this, it doesn't really have much on the front, so it'll light up green when it's working well, it'll light up yellow when it's restarting, and it'll blink yellow if something's wrong. So my actual review of this, I'll give it a 3-star, let's put it that way. It's got a nice design, it's pretty lightweight, it's a decent sized box, it's not too big, but 2 major problems. One, copying things to the hard drive is very, very slow in some spots. Maybe it's because I'm too far away from the router, but it seems to be that it takes quite a while just to copy some files wirelessly to my Mac downstairs. So maybe it's just because I'm wirelessly hooked up, but that's the whole point of this. My second thing is that it doesn't have very far range is what I was used to with my old router. Maybe it's just me, you can't really tell where the bands end, but my Apple TV downstairs has a hard time connecting to this. It doesn't have a hard time connecting, it has a hard time getting data from it. It takes a little bit. It's slow when it gets too far away. So that is it for this review, guys. I'm going to have to remind you to click subscribe at the top, right up there, and comment down below, as well as thumbs up below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.